Apologies for the shirtless video again, but I was thinking about this before I was gonna go shower, and I had it, like I had a lot that I wanted to say and I wanted to figure out, and I wanted to just get out there. So I decided to record this before I showered. So yeah, sorry for all of that, but yeah. So uh I've been thinking a lot, as people are wont to do, but yeah, I've been thinking mainly about this one situation. So I have an ex at this point. I feel like it's very obvious. Yeah, I have an ex, and one of my friends before we started dating, did some very weird thing. Well, not weird things to her, but like sent some very suggestive messages. And due to my ex's trauma with, you know, sexual predators and all of that, she didn't really have any resistance to these advances, unfortunately. And she had come to me about this, like August of last year, and I had confronted this friend about it, and I had said, "Hey, you know, what you did wasn't really cool. I didn't really like it, and and don't do that again." And this person was like, "Yeah, I'm sorry. That's on a bad place at the time, and and that was it." And then my ex and her best friend had like a split breakup up, uh, and one of the things that happened there was that same friend trying to do not maybe not trying, but you know, being very forward with my ex's best friend, and very much giving her the creeps, the ick, as people may say. And I had then come to my friends about this and saying it. Said, hey, this is really weird. Maybe we should do something about this, because I had already went to the person and to this friend acquaintance. I don't really know. I went to this person beforehand, and I had said, don't do this again. And but they did something similar, and so I was like, maybe we should kick him, something like that. And a similar situation had happened, and so it was like, a similar situation, as in somebody was being weird to one of my friends, to my ex, and they were a mutual friend of my friend groups, and so we had kicked them from the server. And so, if that situation had happened and we decided it would be fair to kick them, for the safety of everyone, then why wouldn't we do the same here? But fast forward, but I'm not sure if you, I'm not sure if the microwave just got done. But sorry, yeah, uh, fast forward a little bit. It, this was taking a really hard toll on me. I sent the evidence to friend, to to one friend really, and I had sort of just backed off from the friend group for a couple months. Just did my own thing, chilled, did all of that. And like in November, December of last year, I'd come back and he was still there, and that was kind of kind of shocking. And it was, I don't know, kind of weird. I say all this to say that it's making me think, made me think about who I am, because this person, we've talked for a little bit. I try to keep a friendly disposition and everything, but every time I'm near this person, every time we're like calling together and doing stuff, I still get this feeling, and I don't really know. I don't really know, man. I get this feeling that this is wrong. I should not be here with this person, and it's because it seems like they've changed and they've done better for themselves. They have a partner now. Maybe things have changed, in these past couple months for them. And they've become better, right? But is it really my call to make? Should I, still distance myself, especially because again, the person that they did all of this to were, my ex and her friend, and well, yes, and I guess that feels very scummy to say, because like, since my ex, since you're my ex now, I don't really care about what my friends did to you. That feels very scummy to say, but it's like, I don't know. Oh, I feel confused. I feel just distraught almost, and it's made me really question if I'm a good person, and really the the core of everything is, who am I? Because I've always been very much a people pleaser. I've been somebody who has always wanted to, make people the happiest they can be, and I would sacrifice myself for that. But now being in a situation where I don't really have anyone else to please, where I'm pretty much all alone and figuring all this shit out on my own, uh, it kind of begs the question of, what's the point now? Maybe not what's the point, but what's what's the core of my being? And I guess it's giving me a lot to think about, giving me a lot to figure out on my own, especially on my own. And I want to say, I want to say that I should cut him. For that, I should, because I think I'm doing my best to keep some distance between us. I never really talk with him. I don't really do all of that. I usually just approach. I'm usually approached first. Fucking wording. Yeah, I'm approached first. I do. I'm not really one initiating stuff, but I do keep the line open, and so that's gotten me thinking if I'm a bad person for letting this happen. And microwave, hold on. My bad, microwave was beeping and it was picking up. But yeah, so yeah, it's gotten me thinking a lot if I'm a bad person, and if I need a change, or if there's something wrong with me, because there are all these people out there that have way better that can have way better, I guess, conviction when it comes to the situation. You can easily just say, you know what, you did this thing. I'm not really fucking with you anymore. I'm putting a huge wall between us, and that's that. There are people out there who are like, who are just able to say, hey, yeah, what? I don't really fuck with you like that. Please don't come near me. And I guess I want that type of conviction, but again, with being such a people pleaser, it feels very hard. Like, the thoughts have already been in my head for a while, and I've always thought that, I've always, have that maybe this was the best scenario, but I also know that it could cause a lot of ripples for the friend group, and I don't really know. I guess am I bitch for that? Am I stupid for that? Am I just not convicted enough? I don't know. And does that make me a bad person? Because I've been going through a lot of mental struggles, and I've been trying to figure myself out in the aftermath of all of this, and it's been a lot, and I've been working so hard to just get days of peace, days where I don't feel like ass, and it is really hard. It's really hard, and I've been trying my best, truthfully and honestly, but I don't know. It doesn't feel like enough. Doesn't feel as though I'm good enough, and maybe I don't deserve anything. Yeah, that goes way deeper into dark darker territory, more so, negative self-talk territory. But point is, I guess I'm just not really sure on who I am and who I want to be. I'm gonna be 20 this year, and I'm still just clinging on to things that I was holding on to when I was younger, and it just, I don't know, makes me think maybe I am just a bad person. Maybe I am not the greatest. I don't know. And so, and I do this YouTube channel because I think it'll help get a lot of my thoughts out and just let me verbalize the things that have been on my mind. And I think it helps. I think it helps a lot. But there's also just the fact that I don't know. I feel I feel as though, oh, there's just something fundamentally wrong with me. Something that needs to change, and I'm working on it. I'm doing my best, but obviously there's a lot more to go, and I feel just so lost. So, but yeah, uh, I don't really know how to end this. I'm not sure if there's a good ending for this, but I guess if anyone is able to watch this and watches it through to the end, you're hearing this message right now. I guess, what do you think? Is is there something that I need to change? Is there things I need to do? Am I a bad person for all of this? I want to lean towards yes, and I want to say I need to do more to change myself, but I don't know. I guess it just I guess it just feels like maybe I'm overthinking this, but I don't want to, go back to just simply playing and being ignorant, because I am aware of these things now, and I'm aware, and I want to say, you know what? I don't think this is right, but I don't know. I don't know. But yeah, if anyone else is seeing this and is having something similar happen to them, yes, I'm with you. I don't know if that's solace or not, or simply just me hoping that there are others out there. But yeah, I'm with you, and I understand the struggle, and maybe we'll figure all of this out together.